Hey guys, it's the KLXE back with another Uber or not Ubers doubles live, and this will actually be a road top 20, and I'll be using this Mega Gardevoir team that Kyle Cole made. I'll link his channel in the description, and let's get into the first game just to show you guys where I'm at. I'm at 1325. 17 wins and 14 losses. Oh crap, I clicked Ubers. Oops. That's not good. I'm just gonna quit. Yeah, I'm not testing on this account, so that's fine. Oh crap, I clicked Ubers again. Okay. Okay, we're good now. We're good now, guys. I'll pause until we get a game. Never mind. So, I like Gardevoir plus Scrafty here. I'm gonna fake out this Umbrellum real fast. It's Hyper Voice and fake out the Breloom. Next turn I can Protect and then Ice Punch something. Whatever I feel like. Oh, that kills, I forget. And yeah, I'll probably just Protect and Ice Punch the Landorus. Scissor comes in. Yeah, I'm just gonna Protect plus Ice Punch. I could even switch into like Heatran. Ooh, good play. Good play on his part. Please go out in the Dragonite and take this Ice Punch. This is a good play on his part though, because it does keep me from going out into my Heatran. I'm gonna go my Moongus. Just gonna Drain Punch the Greninja for now. Hopefully this Scissor doesn't have superpower. Yeah, let me just eat that real fast. He's Bug Bite. That does a hell of a lot. Drain Punch didn't do that much. I'm gonna Rage Powder plus, I guess, just Rain Punch the Greninja again. Oh shit. He's extra sensory. That's bad. I'm actually gonna Protect and then we go for the Crunch on the Greninja. Yeah, that's probably my best play. Protecting with the Moongus, going for the Crunch on the Greninja. Yeah. Ah, crap. Who the hell runs that? Okay, I'm going my Heatran and I'm going to Rage Powder so I can go for a sub. Hopefully Scissor can't break this. Okay, he switches out, that's fine. I guess that's sort of bad because I could have knocked him out. Now I do get a switch out into Rotom. And I can now Thunder Bolt that and just go for a Heat Wave. I could even Protect here. Probably should have protected. That really does like 60 because they got my Citrus. I should have protected there. Oh, I definitely should have protected because that missed. Damn it. Although I do think he's Scarfed, I'm gonna just Thunder Wave the Dragonite. And I'm gonna switch out into my Landorus. Get the Intimidate off on both of these guys here. I do dodge your Earthquake, which is nice. Goes for Dragon Claw, but I do get off the Thunder Wave. I'm gonna Hydro Pump the Land OT. Pull switch out into my Heatran. I'm expecting him not to Earthquake here, as it hit nothing on the field. Goes for Knockoff, which is fine. Hydro Pump knocks him out. And Dragonite goes for the Dragon Claw, which is not knock out Rotom Wash. I'm gonna switch out into my Landorus again and Heat Wave. Got to Intimidate, just weaken these things as much as I can. Take the Bullet Punch, alright. And now I can just fire off Scarf Rock Slides. He goes for Dragon Dance, but he's still at -1. I'm not scarfed anymore. So I got a Rock Slide and Heat Wave, I guess. I'm still faster than the Charizard, and I knock him out, and I break the multi-scale on the Dragonite. He's Weakness Policy, which is a pain. But I live, so that's actually perfect. And yeah, just Heat Wave. Oh, he has the Extreme Speed. I'll go out into my Rotom, as I can Hydro Pump plus Heat Wave him. So he has to just pick something to kill. And now, expecting the Extreme Speed the Gardevoir, I'm going to Protect plus Heat Wave. And assuming this hits, I win. And yes, it does. So, good game, man. We're at 1339. That's still not quite top 500. I like by the end of this episode to get there. Then we'll have a nice starting place for the road to top 20. I'm gonna pause until we get a game. Alright guys, we have a game against this bad team. I feel like just double Intimidate looks good. He's got a lot of physical attackers. Yep. I'm just gonna lock myself into I'm gonna attempt to Drain Punch the Abnipon and just Earthquake with my Land OT. That's just my best play. If he decides to keep Blaziken alive as he focus energies. That does not kill, which is disappointing. Go for Drain Punch once again and go for Earthquake once again. So that dies, and so does Blaziken. Lives barely. It power punches, doing a lot to my Scrafty, but Scrafty does finish him off, which is good. And he forfeits. And we're up to 1350. Okay, this is a pretty standard team. So Gardevoir plus Scrafty looks pretty nice here, as Gardevoir is a super effective hit against a good portion of his team. My best play. Well, I was able to trace his Intimidate, which is really nice. I think I'm just gonna Hyper Voice plus Crunch the Aegislash, expecting it to Gyro Ball or Iron Head right away. He switches out into his own Gardevoir, which is a good play as he traces. That did nothing. That did nothing either. He subs. I'm gonna go for another Hyper Voice, and I'm gonna switch my Scrafty out into Heatran, so I don't want it to take a Hyper Voice. He actually has Moonblast, which is a lot worse than doubles. I get a crit on his Aegislash, which is unfortunate for him. And I end up living the I live that, but I'm gonna protect, or not protect. I'm gonna switch out into my Scrafty and protect with my Heatran. I didn't want my thing to be shadow sneaked, so I'm gonna go right ahead and Ice Punch to this and go for the Heat Wave. He ends up switching on his Road Wash, which is a good play. Unfortunately for him, he does get burned. He goes for the Shadow Ball, which does a good chunk. Oh, but his Aegis Sash, I missed that with my Aegis Sash. I'm gonna switch out into my Mungus, and I'm gonna protect with my Heatran. He King Shields, and he will with my Mungus, but he does miss. Rotom takes burn damage, and the Citrus Berry is activated. I'm gonna Rage Powder plus Heat Wave. As Amoonguss eats up the Hydro Pump, and I get to break the sub on this Aegis Sash, which Shadow Balls my Amoonguss. I'm gonna end up Giga Draining the Rotom and protecting from the Heatran, expecting Aegis Slash at King's Shield, which it actually doesn't. It Shadow Balls Heatran, and I get to take out the Rotom Mosh and gain some nice health back. He goes out in a Scrafty, which is a nice play. I'm gonna try to Spore it and Heat Wave, and we're gonna see how this turns out. He ends up going for King's Shield, which is a good play. This thing goes for Drain Punch, knocking out my Heatran, which is very unfortunate for me, but I do get to put it to sleep. This turn, I'm gonna go out into my own Scrafty here, and my Amoonguss Citrus Berry is activated. I'm gonna go ahead and just Giga Drain the Scrafty and crunch the Aegis Slash, as it can't go for King's Shield this turn. And I've let it regain way too much leftovers. And I finally knock out the Aegis Slash. Get a crit with Giga Drain, which I don't think will matter much in the end. But you never know, it may. So I'm gonna protect plus Ice Punch the Garchomp. Garchomp goes for Earthquake, doing a good chunk to my Scrafty. Goes for Overheat, which on my Scrafty, which is bad for me. I'm gonna go out into my Land OT, and I'm free to fire off a I'm gonna go for Spore on the Garchomp, and I'm gonna Rock Slide with my Land OT, attempting to knock out the Charizard and Spore the Garchomp. Because of Intimidate, I was unable to kill the Charizard this turn, but we'll be able to knock it out next turn. I'm gonna go out into my Gardevoir. I'm just gonna Hyper Voice plus Rock Slide, and I should be able to just clean up with these two Pokemon here. So both his Pokemon will eat up this Rock Slide, but I think they both go down to the Hyper Voice. Yes, they do. And Charizard will go down to the Rock Slide, assuming I hit it. But I'm not even sure. I think he's in Hyper Voice range now too, and Rotom beats it as well. Because I think I can live a Solar Beam. Is this T-Bolt for swag reasons? Gotta see that super effective light up. And yeah, another win. That was a good game. And we are at 1374. Not bad, not bad. We are 15 minutes in already. Get a couple more games. And yeah, so I'll read off my Rotom here and my Land OT. As I'm expecting Aerodactyl plus, I don't know, maybe Thunderous or something else. Regigigas comes in and Thunderous. So I'm not sure what I want to do here. I think I'm gonna Hydro Pump the Thunderous, and I'm gonna Hydro Pump plus Superpower the Regigigas. Actually, I'm just gonna Hydro Pump. I'm gonna switch out. Oh, never mind. That's fine. I didn't want my Landity to get Hidden Power Ice by the Thunderous, which is why I thought of switching. So he subs with that. Let's go ahead and break the sub and just get rid of this Regigigas. And the Ferrothorn is annoying, but it can't do too much to me. So I just need to wait for an opportunity to switch out into my Heatran to get rid of the Ferrothorn. Unfortunately, I missed that. Goes for the Leech Seed, which also sucks. Giving him enough HP. Now he's enough HP to sub. But I think I'm forced to switch out, and I feel like Scrafty's a decent switch. And I get the Hydro Pump off, and it kills the Regigigas, which is really nice, as he Leech Seeds my Scrafty spot. And let's see what he switches into here. He switches out into Sylveon, that's annoying. I'm gonna Thunder Wave it, plus Drain Punch the Ferrothorn. Now I just need to get enough damage on the Sylveon so I can double target it at some point. I forgot. Is Sylveon really faster? Thank God he missed that. Put out into Heatran. Oh wait, no, I don't want Heatran. Shit. That's fine actually. Rotom, you switch out into Moongus, and I can just Heat Wave here. I lose nothing by it. If he switches out into Azumarill, I do have my Amoonguss in. He switches out to Thunderous in that position, and he's gonna let it take the Heat Wave, which doesn't do too much. I'm gonna Spore the Thunderous. I'm gonna Protect with my Heatran. As he actually makes a good play and taunts me. I'm gonna switch out into Gardevoir and Landorus, getting off and Intimidate, and Gardevoir is fodder at this point, I think. He Thunder Waves my Land OT, which does nothing because I'm immune to it, and he misses the Rock Slide on my Land OT. I'm gonna go ahead and just Hyper Voice plus Rock Slide here, as it's my best play. Ferrothorn can come in for free here. Azumarill can't really, because I can T-Bolt it next turn. I don't think Sylveon really wants to come in, so Rock Slide does a good chunk. Not really, actually. That's a bulky Thunderous. He Rock Slides that. He flinches my Gardevoir, but I flinch his Thunderous. I'm gonna protect with my Gardevoir and Rock Slide again. That way I keep Gardevoir alive, and Thundurus dies, and my Landers won't be taking much at all from that -1 Rock Slide. As he switches out, it is a fair play. So I'm gonna be switching out into my Heatran, and I'm gonna Rock Slide with my Landorus, attempting to knock out the Aerodactyl. As he protects, good play. As he Leech Seeds my Heatran. I'm gonna switch out into my Rotom and Rock Slide once again, hopefully knocking out the Aerodactyl. I'm gonna pause until he makes a move. Or maybe not. He switches out into that, that's fine. I'm gonna go ahead and Thunderbolt the Azumarill and switch out into a Moongus, as neither of his Pokemon can touch a Moongus. He Aqua Jets it, that does nothing. T-Bolt doesn't do all that much, and he Leech Seeds that. I'm just gonna fire off another Thunderbolt there, and I'm just going to also Spore the same spot in case he wants to switch. As right now, Moongus actually has a lot of fun, I think, against his team. He finally makes a move. He protects with Ferrothorn, and I didn't target it, so that's fine. Spore the Ferrothorn, doesn't do anything, of course. He goes out into the Thundurus. I can just Hydro Pump plus Spore it. And I'm pretty much guaranteed to kill on it. Looks like Ferrothorn's faster than Rotom. He Thunder Waves my Moongus, whatever. And I take out the Thundurus and Rotom Wash goes down. Okay, so, Heatran is the obvious switch. And, because I want to avoid the, Earthquake, I'm gonna Protect and Spore. So hopefully I can put the Aerodactyl to sleep, fire off a Heat Wave. Then Giga Drain the Air. I probably could just sort of Giga Drain the Aerodactyl. So I Spore him. I can just Heat Wave plus Giga Drain. And hopefully I can just pick up 2 kills here. Then I just gotta start double targeting the Sylveon with everything I have. The game should be a wrap. I missed the Heat Wave. That's so disappointing. I need to switch out because I need to get rid of the Leech Seed. Let's switch out my Landorus. And I guess I'm just gonna Giga Drain the Sylveon. It's not gonna do anything really. The Moongus is just gonna sit here the whole time. I just gotta send Lando T in to die so I can get the free switch into my Heatran again, which can sub and ruin his day. So he goes in and power Electric, I assume. At this point, I'm just gonna. I can superpower the Ferrothorn. I'm just Giga Drain the Sylveon again. It actually did a solid amount. Hidden power Electrics that, I believe, or I'm not even sure what hidden power that is. I'm surprised with how much damage Amoonguss does with that. Pull switch out into Heatran. I'm just gonna Giga Drain again. I'm expecting a Protect from the Ferrothorn to get the Leech Seed back. If not, bad player alert here. And Gardevoir's, well no, Gardevoir's actually damaged. He protects and he does that. I get paralyzed. Who cares? I'm gonna substitute. I'm gonna switch out in my Landorus so I get Regenerator. I sub and hopefully he can't break it. Yeah, at least he fails. He gets paralyzed. I'm just gonna fire off Heat Wave and Earthquake. Wait, why Earthquake? That was a bad play. Whatever. Actually, no, it wasn't. I just won. I said bad play because my Heatran's weak to it, but I did have the sub. And we're at 13-19. I need to end the episode here because I have something I need to do. I don't think 13-19 puts us at, yeah. So next episode, we'll get into the top 500. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment, like,